So, it's your girl back. I thought to myself, well, first of all, let me start off. I hope you all are having a good evening and a good week. I asked myself, like, what did I want to call the videos that I'm making? And I guess I'll just call them my video diaries. It's actually therapeutic for me to make these videos. I'm sharing a part of myself with you, and going back and watching the videos just shows my growth. So I'll continue to make them because looking at myself in real time just confirms the how I've grown over the years. And I'll backtrack and kind of go back to how I kind of, because I talked in my last video about the stigma in the Black community with therapy, and how initially I started therapy. I think it was back in sometime in 2016, and it was because I ran into an issue where my anxiety was like crazy, at a crazy level, around April 2016 for like a whole year, where I just couldn't focus. I couldn't even have conversations with people. It was just that bad, and no one. I don't think some people knew exactly what I was going through, and I mean, my mind was just so anxious all the time. I felt like I was losing it. I mean, sometimes I would be eating and I thought I was going crazy. If I even took a Benadryl or Tylenol, I would Google it, wondering what type of side effects it how it would affect my body. So I was just like on edge for like a whole year. It was just miserable. So my doctor had referred me to like a therapist, and I went, and with hesitation. And so the guy that I had, he would sit there and listen to me talk, and he would like doze off and fall asleep. And I'm like, I'm sharing a part of you. I'm coming to you for help, and you're falling asleep. I'm like, who does that? But anyway, so I went to him for like a couple times, and then I stopped going because I'm like, why am I wasting my time? And I kept going through the anxiety, but I was praying and just reading all types of books and watching videos and trying to get over it. And I don't know when, but like a year later, I was feeling better. Like the anxiety went away. But I don't know if some of you all know, but I'm going to school to be an elementary teacher. And so back in, I want to say 2019, 2019. It's January 2019 actually. My teacher, one of the classes I was taking, I had to take a couple therapy sessions to talk about career goals and making sure I was making the right choice with teaching, and kind of talking through my thought processes on that, and how to be a better teacher. And as I started to go to therapy, the therapist that I had, I just connected with so well, and I'm like, she just got me. And so like even after the assignment was over and I had met my required meetings with the therapist, I kept going, and I noticed things about myself and things in my childhood that affected me, and that's why I acted the way that I did and had the relationships that I had, because of issues that I hadn't dealt with in my childhood. And the reason that I like therapy is because I'm able to speak freely with no judgment, and it's like therapy helps me kind of find the answers within. Like I already have the answers, but as I talk to the therapist, they kind of pick up on my patterns in the way that I speak and the way that I think. And so she helps kind of point it out, and I'm able to make better decisions. And I'm like, sometimes she says things, I'm like, man, you made it sound so easy. I'm like, why was I not able to think about this on my own? But I love it. It's just like, I see myself kind of like when your windows, like people say your window is dirty and you look out and like you can't see clear, but it's like now my window has been scrubbed down with some extra Windex. I know, it's pretty cheesy, right? I don't know, but I just see things more clearly now. I'm just more confident in like who I am, and I just kind of want to just encourage you all to, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, it doesn't make you crazy. There's nothing wrong with you mentally. I mean, talking to somebody is therapeutic. It helps you process your thoughts, and it has helped me. And no, it does not mean I'm crazy. It just means that I needed a little help. I needed a little nudge to point me in the right direction. And another thing I want to talk about is like your dreams and your goals. Never think that you're too old, you're too late, or anything like that. I mean, I feel like the things that I went through prepare me now to reach my goal, my purpose in teaching. Back if I was in my like 19 and 20s, when if I was to try to be a teacher then, I had some struggles and challenges that I probably wouldn't have been my best self. And so now, I mean, I still struggle with thoughts of feeling like, man, if I had done this when I was younger, who knows where I would be. But I try not to think about that, because everything happens for a reason. There's a quote from Oprah that I always quote, and it says, everything is always working out for me. And it is. Even the things that I don't think are working out for me, they're working out for me too. And I'll say, like, how I started making these videos, I didn't know that I would like making videos. Like, someone asked me to make a video, and now that I made one, I'm like, man, I really dig this. Like, this is nice. And you see me smile a couple of times. I love to smile, so that's what I'm doing. And I kind of hate during this quarantine time how I say that I'm sad when I go to the store because I'm not able to smile and engage with people. And so, like, doing these videos are kind of like replacing that. It's like therapeutic, because I'm sharing my thoughts with the world and smiling and sharing some joy. And it's just, I wanted to say that, man, whatever you want to do, you can do. If you have a thought in your head, never think that you're too late. Never think that you're too old. Never think that you're not smart enough. I mean, whatever you want to do, you can do. I'm a testimony of that. I'm in my 30s now, and I'm going back to school to get my bachelor's degree. And there are people that's younger, but I know that where I am now, I'm better prepared. I appreciate it more. I go hard in class. I mean, I try to put my best foot forward. And I know back in my 20s, I'm not saying that people in their teenager and 20s don't appreciate school as much, but I just feel like when you're older, it's like something about it, you appreciate it more. And I'm more mature now, and I see things clearer. And I don't know, man, I don't know, I'm just rambling, but I just love people. I just love helping people. I love seeing people's faces light up, and I love telling you you're amazing, you're great, you're awesome. I mean, you're awesome to look at you. Like, one day I woke up and I said, I was just driving, because like I said in another video, I love to drive. And I said, I woke up this morning, and I got a little teary. I woke up this morning. There's some people that woke up and they're in a hospital bed, and they're dealing with this crazy virus that's out there. And you have these hospitals, you have these nurses, these doctors that are out here fighting for us. And so I'm just like, man, I woke up, I'm fine, my family's fine, my friends are fine, and I should be thankful. I have nothing to complain about, even though, like I said, this sucks. And with the country opening back up and some states opening back up, that's scary too. I know it's scary to me. I know it's scary to you. But we just got to stay prayerful and just keep it positive. Just be nice to people. Like, I don't even have a whole bunch of words to say, but just be nice, because you never know what the other person is going through. And during this downtime, I know initially when this downtime, I was like, man, this is like my therapist said, this is like a moment of grief, like, because things were taken from you, and it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. And I know I struggle with control sometimes. So, man, it was hard for me at first. I'm like, man, I want to graduate. I have these agendas. I have these timelines. And this virus, I don't have time for that. Like I said, nobody got time for that. But I got talked about during this downtime. I'm able to look within. I'm able to think. I'm able to hear, like, more clearly now. And maybe because I'm the only person in my house, but no, I can hear more clearly because I'm not as busy. I'm not on the go. Like, go. We go so much that we don't have time to just sit back and reflect and enjoy the peace, the calmness that comes with just being still. And so, again, and this is how I love you all. I love talking to you all. If you ever want to share your comments, leave it. I mean, I like to be engaged with people. Again, I love people. I love communicating with people. I love helping people. You are amazing. I keep saying it, but, like, man, just, like, think about where you are and where you came from and where you're gonna be. Like, you haven't even reached your fullest potential yet. And, like, man, just look at how you are now. It's crazy, right? But anyway, I hope you have a good weekend, and All right, talk to you all later. Video diaries. Deuces.